1 hour later. let's try that again with the mic not muted.
1 hour later.
So, what is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's having a great day, great night, great evening, great whatever time it is for you. Let's get a YouTube video started. Uh-oh. I got a problem, Shaggy. Apparently I have no outpost. And it won't let me update it. That drive does not exist. Yes, I'm gonna go back and just edit this. Alright guys, so yeah, big changes have come to our map. It's now spring. First day of spring. Oh boys. That means we got a lot of work to do. But I'm gonna bring up this map. I'm gonna show you guys, it doesn't look like a whole lot has changed. Last night, Wheels and I received an email from the co-op. Never good when a co-op emails you, right? Especially when you're leasing their land, you know? But this email was kind of weird. They were so impressed with what we were able to accomplish in the first season. So in one season, we developed 3M up and running, Shell Fuel up and running, 2 code gen storages. You know what? Let's go over here. We're gonna fly up. So this was in our first season. Okay. So in the first year, all they wanted us originally to do was they had fields here that they wanted to be worked. And we took care of that. And then we had to build our road. I'm not gonna fly down the road. You've all seen the road 1,000 times. There's only thing different on the road is the gravel's still here. But the boulders are gone. But you guys have seen that we've done the sawmill. We've also added the board maker, the pallet maker, all of that fun stuff to get that all up and running. Obviously, to get rid of the rocks, we've had to make explosives, which we have up and running. Fertilizer and seed production, which is up and running. Actually, seeds waiting on crops. Put in a really nice parking lot for all of our semis, apparently. Got the small concrete mixer going. I don't even know if there's any concrete in it. I've never looked. But we also built 3M and got it up and running. Flour mill over here. Wheels has been taking care of that. I don't even know what the process is on it. The stone facility. We got this up and running. And this is all within the first season. So the stone crusher, we currently need stone. Actual boulders. But we'll get that up and going. But you can see that we have lime, we have gypsum, we have calcium carbonate, we have limestone. So we got this up and running. And then our random plow truck. We got Shell Fuel up and operational, which is going to run out of pretty soon. So we're going to have to get some more added to it. But we do have 100,000 liters, just shy of 100,000 liters. We probably produced over 100,000 now. And we still got a little bit more to go. Looks like we got more poplar chips. There's more sorghum in there. Still have some sugar cane in there. So we're doing pretty good on that front. We ran out of corn, but that's fine. But then we get over here. So obviously, you guys seen that we developed these. So we had a sugarcane field here and a cornfield. Bit of a foreshadow there. And then this winter, I decided I'd cut the rest of this property. So as you can tell, I've been busy. If you guys haven't seen it, check out my Twitch page. Twitch.tv/JadorGaming1. But you can see here, we started cutting this out. Now, Wheels decided that we needed a concrete factory. Which is fine. I was going to make this one giant field. But we do need to make progress. So here we have the concrete factory. I believe this is concrete. Sorry, I lied. This is National Gypsum. Am I wrong? So here we need resin, boards, planks, and chipboard to get its construction going. So not only did we place down National Gypsum, if we go through the trees, across the fields, and over to Grandma's house, we also have PJ's concrete factory down. So this needs drywall, planks, boards, gravel, clean fill. We have all kinds down south, and sand. That's what we need here to get PJ's going. So this was all at the end of last year, like right last couple of days of winter when we decided that we'd throw those down. Well, the co-op was impressed. They said for a bunch of locals who don't know nothing, that have an accounting and a factory or a operator standpoint, and we're going to go down the road anyway. You guys seem to know what you're doing and have your head on your shoulders. So we just happen to be tying up year end, and we had extra money that we needed to get rid of and hide. Well, we're going to use you guys to hide it. Where this comes in. So they bought some property and they gave us $10 million to develop our land. So that's what 10 million will buy you. We started out owning 46. We now own 47, 48, 43, 42, 41. You guys get the gist. So from fields 31 to 48 in this square is now ours. We need to develop it, we need to build it, and we need to make it profitable. Now the co-op decided that they also wanted 3429. 34, 29, 24 is now owned by the co-op, as well as 19, 20, and 25. So we got some work cut out this spring, which is the first day of spring. But we're not going to be logging today. So we have a new road up here. This here will take us into our new property. So if we follow this, it should take us up here to a clearing, which obviously we're going to have to come in and blow up the chunks. But now look at all the fields that we can produce out here. Put 2 or 3 fields down here. Right? At least. Or I was thinking maybe a cattle operation. I'd like to get into cows. Maybe some sheep. What do you guys think? So that's one. I don't know if we have any more roads going to the rest of the properties that we've acquired. But yeah, that's what's been going on. That's a bit of an update. It has been a long, hard winter. Oh, we got another road here. Where's this going? Or maybe we bring cattle down here. There we go, another opening up over here. We got some rocks and stuff, but it's all pretty open. Maybe we come down here, put in a couple fields, put in some cattle. You guys think? We own it all. We got to develop it. Got to make it work. It's year 2. Who's ready for this? Oh, boys. What did we get ourselves into? I don't know. I do know that we got to get some fields turned. Other than the very big mess that we have of snow everywhere, we got to get some fields turned. We're not really doing that flying around now, are we? Let's go here. Let's get out of this flight mode. We're going to fly. Fly to the ground. Turn that off. Turn that off. We'll turn that off. We'll keep our speed where it is for now. Ready for this? Alright, now that we're back on the ground, let's go check on our gold plants, which have been running all winter. Oh, boys. They're full. Alright. Let's turn our speed back down then. Try 3. Spawn all of our pallets out here so this can keep producing. Then we'll come over here. Spawn all of our pallets out on this one. What do we need anyway? We're gonna need water. We always need water. Clean fill's getting full again, but now we have a use for it. We can take that clean fill up to PJEPs. That'll help fill that up. I'm pretty sure this is the same deal. Clean fill's full. This one doesn't need water though. It needs actual sand. Oh boys. Oh boys. Oh boys. Grab our little gator here because I got tired of that truck. The only drawback is that trailer doesn't have the auto load script. Apparently I don't have a brake set up anymore. So we'll go here. Let's hit U. Maybe. That auto loaded. That was 7 jars. There should be 7 jars over here. 14 jars of gold right here, boys. We gonna be rich. So out of the 10 million that the co-op has given us, we are still currently proceeding to have 361,000. At the time of them giving us the 10 million, we were up to, I think, 200 shy. I think we were 800,000 is what I think we were at prior to them dropping that $10 million dono in our pocket. And that's an unrefundable loan. As in, we don't gotta pay it back. They just, I don't know how they managed to underspend on their budget and decided that they were gonna give it to a bunch of yoo-hoos that trying to figure this out. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna complain when a bank wants to turn around and give you $10 million. I ain't gonna say no. I'm sure the co-op's going to come back and ask us to get our equipment off their fields soon, though. But for right now, we going plowing. We're going to jump in this guy. He's all set up, ready to go for the day. Let's get to work. I don't think we're going to plow in the sugar cane because it's a regrowable crop. So we're going to let that regrow. But this field needs to be plowed in. And we got to make some more fields. What do you guys think? Should we make a bunch of smaller fields that are easier to work? Or should we make a nice big field? Leave it in the comments down below. Or if you're watching this live, leave it in the chat. What do you guys think? Should we keep doing our end rows first? Or is it our headlands? Those geese. They followed us from Lincoln Creek. It's a beautiful spring day, though. It is a whopping ground temperature of 34 degrees Fahrenheit, air temperature of 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which means we still can't do any planting. But we can do the groundwork. We can get that done. Get that done, get that over with. Get some new fields made. Got to figure out our own property too. Because I mean, it's too early in the year right now to get into cows. As much as I would love to, we have no feed. So we got to think about that. We get into cows, then we can get into sheep. That'll give us dairy, beef, wool. Decisions, all the decisions. Just because at the end of last season, that one little spot bothered me. Go on. Days like today, I miss my triple monitor setup. It's still there, I just don't have it enabled. And I could technically sit just like that and see exactly everything that I would need to. So, who's getting excited for 22? Got to keep that GPS line set. Keep the rows nice and straight. Oh boy. Kind of need that, don't we? Makes it very hard to plow without your plow. That'd be like trying to combine through a tree. Probably doesn't work very good. Alrighty, now that that one's done. Yeah, I'm kind of confused why there's a border here. Is this how big this factory is? Does this go all the way around? Like it just stops right there. Stops right there. Pick up on this side? No. Doesn't pick up back here. I figured the factory was inside this bounds. Like as long as it was inside this block, it was good. Right? Is that not how that works? Yes, no, maybe so. Why I'm kind of confused. Because like, can I create a field that's, you know, fully around this? Or is it not gonna let me? If I drop down here making a field, yes, I want some very weird shaped fields. We're gonna have some bunch of pickup to do. Rock. Big old boulder right in the middle of the landing still. Anybody else's OCD kicking in yet because I'm not using GPS? I'm just asking for a friend. So obviously we're gonna have to move the skidder. Come up to the hill. Apparently that track hoe is going to be in the way. There we go. What do you guys think of that? Nice big old field. I always plant this in corn and do chaffing. This thing. Corn chaff. Although this high up, if we're doing corn, we're liable to send it to fuel. You never worked. You believe it's under leased? Goodbye. Get out of my field.
One hour later.
$30 kilometers an hour plowing. Uh-oh. Someone take his license away. Hey, Slow Sweet. How am I doing? Not too bad, buddy. Just, plowing? We are now the first day of spring. We made it through the winter with only one snowstorm. Now we're into spring. Trying to get some of this plowing done. Trying to make some fields. We've acquired quite a bit of property. You look tired. I am beat, dude. I honestly haven't slept well in probably 3 days. My knee's swollen like the size of a basketball, and I don't know why. But I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna power through it. I'm gonna do what I need to. Worked a little bit this morning. Actually, I didn't really work. I drove. So I accepted a bunch of contracts, real life, working for a delivery company. And I drove, and my wife went and picked up the orders and brought them to the client. So he didn't work until this afternoon, so we spent the day together doing that. That's not good. You need to take care of yourself. I'm just old. I'm only 35, but you know, growing up, I always did stupid things and always got told that when I got older, I'd pay the price, and I didn't listen. Now, I'm paying the price, and I should have listened. I told my daughters, because I ate so many Rice Krispies growing up as a kid, that now whenever I get up, my body just snaps, crackles, and pops. She doesn't like Rice Krispies anymore. Because when she gets older, she doesn't want to snap, crackle, and pop. My wife told me I was mean because I did that. I think we're gonna have to move that Traco. She's in the way. Hopefully Wheels didn't hide the keys on me. But how's Slow Sweet doing? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. I don't have very long to play today. A couple hours. You're 56 and Pam. I don't understand what you mean by Pam. You paid your price too? Yeah, I was talking to a lady at my daughter's daycare yesterday. Her husband actually has no knee. Like legit. He doesn't have an actual kneecap at all. There's nothing there. And I was like, oh. But it's the price to pay when you play stupid games, right? When you think you're invincible, you don't need help. Now when you pick up 600-pound barbecues over your shoulder and put them on the top shelf by yourself because you don't ask for help. But you don't do it to just one. No, you do a full pallet. And then you find that there's another pallet. So you do that pallet. And then you find another pallet. And you do that pallet. And then you get in trouble the next day because you put 600-pound barbecues up on the top shelf. So then you got to take them all down. Or the fact that I did 6 years of snow removal, which is hard on anybody. And I did a lot of shoveling is what my main job was. Like I ran equipment, I ran tractors, I ran loaders, but my main job was shoveling. I was one of the only guys that they had on walks that was reliable, dependable, and capable of doing stuff. So I did a lot of the shovel work, a lot of the grunt work. That didn't help me any either. One year we were picking snow blowers up off the bed of the trucks, putting them on the ground, and putting them back up in the truck. Did that several times by myself. Because you couldn't find guys that were reliable. They say some days you play the stupid game, you get the stupid price. Pay your stupid tax. Well, I'm only in my 30s and I'm paying my stupid tax now. But at least now I'm able to walk. I don't need the cane today. Well, not yet anyway. Yesterday wasn't too bad. I was actually able to move my knee and put a little bit of weight on it, but I still needed a cane because every now and then I'd be walking and my knee would just give out. I would just be sitting there and go, ha, you're not going to work right now. Oh, there's one more field done. We're going to start picking up some of these things, though. So we have 2 fields done now with these on them. By these, I mean these drops. Or the random, the rock script mod. I think this should be added to more maps. Like, I think it'll be interesting to see what Giants brings in with the rock picking. But then how can a guy like Dave rewrite that script or change it to add, you know, the gold and all that stuff that he has in it currently? You know what I mean? Like right now you have rocks and you have amethyst and you have games that come out of here, scrap metals, all that stuff. Including rocks and stones and all the fun stuff. I don't want you guys. Technically I don't even want you. I'm hoping this little trailer's empty. Haha, it is. You've been working repairing truck tires that have machines and repair them when it's minus 25 Celsius? Yeah. I didn't realize how much work went into actually like changing a tire on a piece of equipment until I had to do it. And it was horrible. Auto load disabled, auto load enabled. So this should pick up this little stuff. I didn't blow it. One of our operators blew the payloader up at the scrapyard. And that is an old an old international harvester. It's the only payloader I've ever driven that's air over hydraulic, but had disc brakes. Like you had to use, the air was for the pretty much everything else except for the brakes. So the transmission wouldn't come in and out of gear unless you had your air built up. You had to have air built up to pretty much do anything. Lift your bucket, lower your bucket, it was all air, but it was hydraulic too. So if you didn't have air built up, you couldn't use anything, and if you were low in hydraulic fluid, you couldn't use anything. Like there was no happy medium with that loader. But someone decided to put a piece of metal through the sidewall, so we had to have them come out and replace it on site. I think they were in and out in 2 hours, give or take. They obviously didn't put a new tire on it. But, and I say that because it's an old machine. We would have put one new tire on it, but it cost more than what we paid for the whole machine. But I'll tell you right now, if that thing has batteries in it, it don't matter how cold out it is, she's gonna start. I know up the scrapyard we used to take, when we crushed, we take all the tires obviously come off the cars. And then we'd be responsible to break them all down, take them off the rims. I think me and the lead mechanic, just messing around, we did 100 tires in a day. But I mean, we worked at it. For two guys with barely beat up machines, that's what we did. We had a goal that every day we had to do at least 10 tires. So if there was nothing to do, you did tires to try to knock down some of the piles that we had. And I mean, we had some pretty fair size tire piles. I almost feel like I should be setting up a GPS line here. My guess is this trailer is now full. How do you lock the contents? And I mean, I kind of want to drop it up here, but at the same time, do I really want to drop it up here? Hey, Norm. Yeah, it'll only hold so many items in these trailers the way that this is working. And when I went by that rock, it wouldn't pick it up, so. So I guess I have the option, do I want to drop it in the sorter here, or do I want to take it all the way down to our property, drop it in our sorter, and then we get the money for it, or do I just want to give this money back to the co-op? What do you guys think I should do? Drop it here or drive it all the way down to the house to come all the way back up? All the way? Well, you want to come in and help then, Norm? Huh? You'll need the money? I will. It's in Discord, bud. I can get it to you, though. Just give me a second. Sent it, buddy. But it is a typical JJ server. There's about 10 gigs. The map's about 8. I mean, I won't lie, the co-op was very gracious last night and gave us 10 million. Any rail services? No. Although I keep pondering about getting Transport Fever 2. And then maybe doing something with Wheels where we're in kind of a competition. We take the same map, same seed, same mods. And whether we stream it together, stream it separate, or whatever, see where we make it like separately, because obviously you can't play it multiplayer because there's no multiplayer to it, but have it so that you see like Wheels does it his way, I do it my way, and then have it so like it's together, so it's the same map, same seed, so we have the same kind of issues, and see how each one handles different scenarios. I think that would be kind of interesting. Just something I've kind of threw on the back burner. I haven't really even spoken to Wheels about it yet. Oh, boys. I think our sorter is full of stone. Really, Normand? I love you, buddy. All right. Now, apparently I got to go talk to Wheels and make that a thing. About that competition with Wheels. I think it would just be interesting because it's one of those games where you can play it as a giant sandbox. And then do we want to have it, like, I think him and I would have to sit down on Discord and discuss it. Do us proud. Yes, buddy. But sit down on Discord and put out a rule set where maybe we don't use mods that allow us to 100% sandbox. So we have to buy what we need, right? So we have to earn the money to buy what we need. So we can't just cheat in the money. You know, if you want to build a railway that costs you 24 million, you have to have the 24 million. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see who can make what work. And I mean, the only videos I've seen on it is literally Squirrel. A little bit of Wheels playing it and a couple of the other guys. I think it's Chaotic Train or something like that. But I think it would be interesting. I think I'd like to bring a completely new save of Factorio out. Whether it's recorded or streamed or something like that. Just a bit of a break. You've had it for a while as well, but you haven't played it much. I've seen it several times. I think I have the first one, and I don't think I ever played it. I'd like to bring Factorio back, but at the same time, if I did, I'd like to bring it back on a server. Just because I know you enjoyed playing it. And it was a lot more fun when you had somebody with you. Oh. My little brother posted a video or a photo on Facebook. And it's Nissan joke. He's doing a transmission swap. And you see the transmission holder that's there. Like the stand is there. And then you look down on the ground and it's just a big pile of oil. So it's probably a mix between oil and transmission fluid. And meanwhile, in my head, I'm just sitting there going, I'm glad it's you and not me. Because I remember doing the transmission in the Ford. And it didn't go too bad. That one was fairly... Well, I say it was fairly easy. It took us a while to do. And then we changed in our Chev 3500. Yeah, we went to change a transmission seal. And yeah, we ended up bringing it into a transmission shop because we completely gutted it. We ended up pulling the back end of an Allison transmission apart by mistake. But of course, by the time you pulled that plate off, you pull out all the clutch gears. Yep. Needless to say, we caught it on time. We ended up pulling the transmission off, bringing it into one of the transmission shops that's around us. And they had us rebuilt within a couple of days. And then putting it back on, we broke one of the ears off, trying to get it lined up properly. So we got it lined up. As we started tightening it down, we thought it was lined up perfect. Like it slid right in. So we started tightening all the bolts down and we got to the very top corner. That's almost impossible to get to. And then we just heard this snap. And we all knew what it was right away. So we ended up snapping the ear off the top of it. Thought about just saying, no, let's just leave it. But we couldn't do that. So pull the transmission back down. And if anyone's ever dealt with an Allison, they're not light. No. And our truck that was on there wouldn't go high enough because of the building. So between the wrecker body and the cab, we only had enough room that we have, like, for us to climb underneath, we pretty much took a rolling chair, sit in the rolling chair, the stool, and go underneath. There was barely any room to get underneath, but once you were standing, you could stand comfortably in the well of the truck. But yeah, it caused a nightmare on all of us. Around the same time that happened, the PTO on my truck started leaking. And when we found out what it was, none of us wanted to touch it because it was on the transmission. Why is it not picking up that amethyst? Where'd it go? Why you no pick up? Hello? Excuse me, sir. Why you no go in? No, boys. That go in? Nope. If this is full again, I swear I'm just dumping it up here. I don't know why it will not pick up that amethyst. Like, and the worst part is I can't really throw it on the back of my truck either because I don't have a box. It looks like it went in. I think it's in there, but I don't think it's in there. Does that make sense? Probably not, but I don't think we have any license plates yet. I think we have one on the wall. I don't think this field has given us one. How you feeling today, Norm? I hope all is good with you, buddy. I think that is it. Yep, looks like it. I love how everywhere that I didn't plow the snow is gone. And everywhere that I plowed the snow is still there. Big old brakes. Unless Wheels has moved them, there should be some golden stuff here too. Apparently we can't pick up any more sand or stone, gold. So we'll bring this back down to our place. Oh no. Yeah, that is a very real thing. Hence why I've been taking the waterway mostly. Almost there. Uh-oh. Better pay attention to where I'm going. Leg spike. I think it's safe to say our stones are full. Don't mind me. I left my Yeti in the truck. Off for a second. Let's take a look at this. Well, it's full. Stone is obviously full. We knew that. Or apparently we don't have any. Don't have any salt yet. We're getting there with sand. A little bit of coal. Amethyst. We have quite a bit of amethyst. The pallet. Apparently we can't spawn a pallet yet. We have a little bit of diamond, but not enough for a box. What gold? Oh, we can spawn one thing of gold. Be a pretty big pallet. Oh, it's a box. All right, let's go get the gator. Here, gator, 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 gator.
Hey, you don't allow, do you allow other games in here?
Yeah, maybe. Just give me 1 second. Apparently I have a, here we go. I had a dual feed of Discord. One through my headset and one through my speakers.
Well, I thought I know you're playing Farm Sim, but I mean, if you're streaming and I'm streaming.
It's kind of ironic, actually, because we were talking about you.
Really? Do I need to come over there?
In the game that you're streaming.
Really?
So, I just received a copy of said game.
Really?
Yes. Because
There
I made
wouldn't
the
be-
comment
Is there
that I
a
was
guy-
thinking about getting it.
Is there a guy named Norm hanging around there?
There is. I'm guessing he's in your chat right now.
No. I just figured it out. I mean, I just figured that's probably what might have been what happened.
Okay, well, this gets better.
Yeah.
I made the comment about possibly wanting to play it, but knowing that there's no
Yeah.
multiplayer, even though it's I usually
Yeah.
only play multiplayer games.
Yeah.
and you seem to be into it.
Kind of. I mean,
Now
yeah,
there is
at
a
the
way,
moment.
obviously, that we can set up one world between two people
Yeah.
where we could copy the seed.
That's true. That's true.
Therefore, making it I'm dying
Playing the
and I don't
same
know
map?
why. The
Playing
same
the same
map on
map.
2 accounts.
Okay, just 2 save games.
Just obviously it would be separate save
Yeah.
games because we can't do it on a
Yeah.
server.
Yeah.
And this is
Okay.
where the interesting part comes
That's-
in.
That is interesting. Okay. All right. I like it so far.
Norm says, "Hey, Wheels, bring it on." But we can
Okay.
have mods, but we
Okay.
both have to agree on them.
Okay.
You kind of see where I'm going with this?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
So it's the same map. So we'll have
I
the
like
same problems to getting to the towns. We'll have
Yeah.
the same mods, but I want it to be done legit.
Okay.
So if you want to build a train that's 24 million, you have to have 24 million. Obviously, you have your loan, so you can use your
Right.
loan.
Right. So we could turn off the unlimited money thing and just
Yes.
Spiderlope. After an increment of time, you two switch save games. I don't know about that, Spider. And welcome to the stream, by the way. That's an interesting twist. Switch save games.
It would be, actually.
Actually, it would be.
But it'd be 2 completely different play styles because we, as weird as it sounds, as much as some days Wills and I are on the exact same page with each other, it's 2 completely different routes to get from point A to point B. Where he might truck it, I might train it. Where he might train it, I might truck it. Even in
Okay,
Farm Sim,
alright.
by the way, we're full here at the Sorter of Stone. That needs to be sorted. Did you see what I did?
No, but I see. Yeah. Okay. All right. All you have to do is spawn out the. Of course, now we we'll have a.
Oh, it's because. Why am I in the smelter all of a sudden?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the wrong place. Wrong device.
No, it's that stupid global company script bug
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
where sometimes you'll run to a factory and it'll work, and then you go to another factory and you can't use the factory because it's still
sounds-
leaving that same script.
But no, I that actually sounds like
Was this our oven? Oh, that's that stupid oat. I mean, that's that oat place that never got touched. Smelter. We need to get rid of one of these smelters.
well, we should get rid of the one that's at the co-op then if we're gonna do that.
I mean, I literally drove everything down here and it wasn't that bad. Actually, it's not letting me spawn out of our smelter again.
Load wheat.
Done this to me before.
Okay, and then east we want to unload.
So that was what the thought was. And then let's say we set a time frame so it could be streamed or recorded on, doesn't matter. So either way that we want to do it.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be done together. It could be done, like, obviously if you have a couple hours you want
Right.
to play on it, you can.
Right.
And vice versa.
We just kind of compare it and see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unload.
But as long as there's, we have to manage the money, obviously. And where if you want to build something stupidly overpriced, it doesn't matter. You have to have that money to do it or take out your loan.
Right. Right. So we don't have like unlimited amount of ability to do.
Exactly.
stuff.
And it's not a race to,
Right,
whatever year
right.
you start out in, let's say 100
Right.
years time. It's
Right.
one day we're just going to sit down and go, hey, let's see
How's
who's
your
made
city
it.
look?
Yeah, how's your city look?
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's the competition of
Oh, why did I just
it's
do that?
2 separate play styles, and what can we do? Like, what is one doing that the other isn't?
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like a good idea.
Oh man, choking
I'm
my
in,
ear
man.
today.
I'm in.
Can't do anything with that factory.
I like it. Sounds fun.
So
It'd give us both a reason to keep playing it.
we have a new field.
Well, I would assume
And it's
I would
not
assume
small.
we do. Nice.
It's actually in
I
behind
s-
National Gypsum.
Yeah, I figured that's
So you
I
might be
figured
able to
that's what
answer
you would
this. There's
do.
like this little footpath border that makes like a 90-degree. Was that for something, or was that something that was placed and
No,
sold?
I made a mistake right there.
Okay, so I originally wasn't sure because I was going to make this field go all the way around.
Yeah, no, you could do that. Yeah, I when I repainted the grass in, there was still snow on the ground,
Okay.
so I couldn't see it. So what I did was originally placed it, and I thought this is way too close to the road.
Okay. And then my other thought was to put two smaller fields there. So one
That's
big
fine.
field in the back and then a small field in the front. And that
fine.
takes care of up here
The-
because it is now
Well-
early spring.
And I put gypsum back there off the road a little bit. Originally, it was right on the road, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's stupid. We have a bunch of room here. Why not set it back off the road slightly so it's
It gives
more
us a little
realistic.
more room to work.
Yeah, because you don't build a factory right on the side of the road. I mean, it's got to have an entrance.
Yeah.
By the way,
Usually
he's
you
playing
have, like,
Farm
a
Sim.
scale house
If you
or
guys
whatever.
don't know. Am I going to look at Battlefield 2042, Ryan? Not in the beta. I might consider getting it, but not in the beta. I'm not going to play the beta. But yeah.
Helps if I turn my microphone back on.
Usually.
I've thought about getting 2142, and then I'm the same way. I don't know if I want to play it in the beta, and then do I want to wait? Because I might have to upgrade. Like, I think I need more RAM on my laptop to play it. Because I don't think my 750 Ti will play it. Because, like, right now my 750 Ti is running 14 frames per second up here at Cogent.
Like, Wood Riverside. Why do I not have any passengers?
I always forget how loud that truck is. Look, Norm, we got your favorite truck. And I'm gonna run it into a light pole that doesn't work. Is there a key to the light poles on here? Like, do you have to build them or something?
I think you do actually. Yes.
And is it regular gravel that we can put into PJEVs, or does it have to be clean fill?
You can use regular gravel.
Because I mean,
As
we do
Dave-
have half a load or quarter of a ton sitting in this truck.
Yeah, you can put gravel in the regular thing. It's just not built yet. Or is
Well, I
it?
know that. I mean, no, not yet.
No, because we need drywall first to build it.
But drywall doesn't
just-
need gravel.
No, we just have to build the drywall first.
I mean,
then-
we kind of have a truck sitting at the store that's useless because its body's full.
Yeah,
And at the time, we really had nowhere to put gravel.
I don't think it needs it until it's... Well, it might take it now to build. I'm not sure if it takes it to build it or not.
It does.
It does take it to build it. Okay, there you go.
That's why
Has
I was
Dave
asking.
been on it all this week? Dave took yesterday off from streaming, Ryan. So, and he usually streams on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So he took Wednesday off.
There's a tree there.
So no, he's doing fine. He just took off for a day. Now's the time for Dave to take off because he won't take off another day probably the rest of the year after Farm Sim 22 for another 6 months, right? Now, why is it that I have I think I've got Arvada. How come I have too many? Arvada Naperville has. That is weird. How is it doing that? Because I don't want 20 vehicles. I want 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wanted 10 on there. I messed up my deal here. I only want 10 on there.
So are you
That's
saying to
gonna be a
build this
problem.
factory, since we need drywall, that we're gonna have to go and do some more logging? Because I think I will be very upset.
I don't think we need more logging. In order to build drywall, we
Boards,
need the stuff from the. Well, we're gonna need stuff from the sawmill. But we have stuff in storage, so I think we have a good number of that in storage. So no, I don't think we need to go to build that. I think we just need to get the stuff out of Cogent, which is we use the flatbed to do that. But there ought to be enough at Cogent in order to do that. Because you need chipboard, boards, and planks, I believe. And we were making chipboard already, so we should have enough to build it.
And is this like one of those factories we're gonna have to supply it with pallets, or no?
No. Wait. You take pallets of drywall. Yes. We are going to have to supply pallets. So, I mean, the sawmill's not going to go away. We're going to have pallets for
Oh, for sure.
lots of stuff. But, yeah, we're going to have... It's going to be an ongoing thing for pallets and stuff like that.
I just, as of right now, as weird as it's gonna say, I think I need a break from cutting wood.
Well, are we out of logs at the sawmill?
Yeah.
Because, I mean... Okay. Well, I got no problem taking the Scorpion and cutting down a bunch
I'm
of
pretty
logs
sure
like
we've been
that.
out of logs at the sawmill for a little while.
That's fine. I mean, I don't mind getting some more. I'm just not on there right now, but I don't mind getting some more. That's fine with me. There's plenty of wood around to do that with, but it gives us something to do other than logging, for sure. I was thinking, JJ's probably going to be on the server today, and I'm going to be playing Transport Fever.
I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. I went to work this morning. My wife was off in the morning, so she came with me.
Yeah.
Thankfully, so pretty much she did all my running around. I just drove.
Well.
So I drove from point, pretty much accepted the order, drove to where it needed to go. Like drove to the restaurant, grabbed the order, and then she delivered it. Like when she went in to get it and then came back out to the truck kind of deal.
Right.
My knee is still sore. I can now somewhat bend it, I guess you would say.
Right. I was kind of wondering how that was for you.
It's still sore. I still haven't slept very well. But it's better than what it has been. So 4 and 5 are currently not able to be spawned. 6 is not able to spawn. Yeah, well, actually we have 260,000 logs in there.
Yeah, so I thought we had some in there still. So we're gonna have to like spawn boards out so it'll keep making more. But I haven't checked that yet, so I'm sure that we'll have to spawn stuff out for the pallets. The pallets are probably full. I'm not worried about pallets right now, but because we got a head start on that. But you should have enough boards right there to deliver. And then in Cogent storage, there should be enough, but there's probably enough boards and chipboard and planks right there in the sawmill where we don't even need to tap into the storage. to get it.
Would boards be considered regular size pallets?
No, they're long pallets. Wait, planks? I forget which ones. Boards are medium pallets. I think. Do the boards make planks or planks make boards? I forget exactly. I think that planks make boards.
Okay, so these must be large.
Yes, those are large. And those are planks, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, so we need those. And then you're going to need boards, which are in the plant. Or in the... They're in the board factory.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. But while Norm is sinking in, because I got to watch how much time I have, because it's already
Well,
quarter
Norm's
to 5.
sinking in. Man, I feel kind of left out now.
I'll be right back.
Maybe I should go over there too. I'm just letting this passenger route here work for just a minute. Because unfortunately I did a couple of things wrong here. And so now I need to wait for some profitable routes to take place. I think that the passenger routes will be profitable. It's just a matter of time. It's 1862. And we do have up here.
That was the boss checking in on me.
Gotcha.
So, Mr. Wheels, since clearly you have my stream open,
Yes.
I did a thing today.
Okay.
Are you watching it?
Yes. Cool.
I did a thing today.
Yeah.
Now, what
Okay.
if we put your wheel logo in the middle of that? Now, I'm not going to take credit for it. I won't lie. I actually found it online. And
That's not too bad.
in After Effects, you can go out and change it. Obviously, you can change all the lettering and stuff as well, like the colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just gives you, like, he literally says right in it, the original file literally says crappy logo is the name of it. And you just go out and change the logo.
Okay, cool.
But you can change all the colors and stuff and it's an After Effects file. Because I know you were talking about changing it out.
Yeah, that don't look too bad.
No, I thought it was pretty good. Obviously, I won't lie to you, it's the first one I actually have on my own page. I feel like I need to up my game now and, you know, get actual logos and stuff made, not just the Canadian flag one that I have. Which, I mean, everybody kind of knows me by that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
There's boards in here. Now, with the storage, is it going to spawn out storage modules, or can I do actual pallets?
It's going to spawn out modules, so we have to have 25,000 of each in there. If we don't have 25,000, we're going to have to load it first, and it takes a few minutes for it to come out. So yeah, you'll have to I don't know how much we need for the drywall.
I'm not sure.
It might
I
only
just
be
know
10,000.
I'm pretty short, pretty close here on this.
It might be 10,000. Now, if you put them in there, it takes about 10 minutes for it to register before you can pull them back out of the storage, because it's got to reconfigure them into the system.
Yeah, because it changes from this.
Yeah, it takes a few minutes. It's not instantaneous. It takes a few minutes.
Technically,
So once you put them in there, you want to give it a few minutes to. Okay, so now right here we can bring the quarry to Stone, and we can then bring construction to Baltimore. My only thing is that, well, I can take out loans. I'm trying to limit how much loans I take out, but some of these.
So you know now we're in trouble, right?
Why, what?
Norm's on the map.
I know. I saw him get in there, and I was like, maybe I better come join you.
I mean, I'll be leaving in about 15 minutes. I gotta go pick up Little Miss, and the wife wants to have supper together.
I don't like to switch games when I start streaming them, so that's not gonna happen. Oh, you could put this a long ways away from this.
Full already? It only needed 4 pallets. Yep, 20,000 boards. So does Cogent take, PJebs take boards as well?
No. Yes. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure.
We're about to find out, aren't we?
Does. I think it does. I can't remember. Top of my head.
I mean, there's no point in me going back just to come back. I mean, if we can get as much as we can delivered.
No, I agree.
It does. Look at that. I don't believe.
Pretty soon the steel mill will be needing that too, but I don't remember what the steel mill takes. It takes concrete, I know that, which we don't have yet. So we're getting there though. So this is going to be Baltimore bricks. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay. We're going to get brick. I don't know what brick color. I mean, I guess that's, let's see. Oops.
So Norm, you're going to notice that there's 2 different farms. Yellowstone is actually our farm, and then the ranch would obviously be the co-op. Yada, yada, yada.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go from there to there.
Okay, so you now need resin, which we have, chipboard, and planks. Planks would be in Cogent storage. And concrete needs planks.
10 vehicles, and these will brick. There we go.
Yes. We have the usual PV factories because this is a PV map.
Absolutely. But they're being built. I mean, we're still kind of getting that off the ground, though. Believe it or not. So, and we're early spring. And we have a bunch of new land where we needed to define fields and stuff, right?
Yes.
Which we could put fields on those big open areas that we have too.
I was thinking about that, and I was also thinking about where we want to put like
Cows?
Cows and stuff like that, animals.
Well, obviously we want to put it on one of those plots probably where we have an open spot. We could do it on that. Is it the one in the middle? Not 31, but 38, I think.
Okay.
Could do something like that. You know, I'm thinking that if we do like produce and stuff, like greenhouses and stuff, that should be close to our farm, like in an area that's not cleared out yet. potentially. But I hesitate to mention greenhouses.
You mention him and Paul will show up.
I've already invited Paul, and he's basically doesn't think his internet can, or that he'll be able to play it.
That's
basically.
pallets.
So Paul, me and Paul kind of came to the conclusion that he should probably wait till 22 comes out and see how things go. I think it is. Boards.
This is pipe and board wire.
Okay. So,
Maximum, which is 3 pallets. This. But of course, this would be regular size pallets now.
they're mediums. You want to use medium.
Yeah, but you can't just
Regular
go backwards in the list, can you?
Oh, no, you can't. No, you have to go back around. To my knowledge, you can't. Unless there's... Abilene. You can't do anything with Abilene yet. The only thing we could do is... we're going from Naperville to Arvada. We could go Naperville. We could actually do a loop here at some point. I think that's too far away. Okay, so Arvada, Naperville, passengers are starting to pick up. Managed vehicles.
There we go. That takes care of that. That should take us planks need to go to both factories. And then I think we just need resin and
Plano making packages. Plano's going to be a little bit more involved because I got to go all the way down here past Torrance in order to make that. I need to start supplying Torrance with some food, but don't think that's gonna happen early game here. Yeah, that video you sent me on the guy doing that tour,
yeah.
I watch him all the time. He's hilarious, man. The guy is so funny. If you've never watched his playthroughs on things, he's a trip, man.
Honestly, the first time I seen him was I was watching Squirrel, and it just happened that he was the next video up after that playlist ran out.
Yeah.
And I was in the middle of doing something on this computer.
Yeah.
I think I was in the middle of logging, so I didn't even bother. I just had it still playing behind me. And I was like, wait, what? So I looked over and I got right intrigued in it, and I'm like,
I mean, just the guy's voice by itself is intriguing. Yeah, I've watched him play a lot of games. He plays a lot of games like this, but right now he's doing a series called The Main Line, where he's making a map. Eventually we'll have a main train line going all the way around the map that's like a supply line. But apparently he tried it in the first version of the game and failed miserably. So he's giving it another go. But he's doing it on a map that he designed himself for this. So his particular map, which is really hilarious in and of itself, is pretty funny.
So it's funny that you say that, because I've actually thought about that.
What?
Like the whole, between the whole competition thing.
Making a map?
No, not making my own map. Like you said, like one main line runs the entire length of the map, then you have everything that branch off it, right?
Well, in theory, yes, but I don't think that concept is as easy to do as one might think.
I don't know. I think it would be.
It's not that easy to do. It's possible. But
And that's kind of where I was thinking coming from Factorio. Because Factorio is that way.
mm-hmm.
So you have your main line trunk, or your trunk line, your main line.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can branch off different factories around it.
Spider, we're talking about kernel failure.
So I've kind of thought about that in that aspect as well.
Have you ever seen him before, Spider? Kernel failure? I'm sure you have. On YouTube. I think he's one of the better YouTube people that I've ever seen before or heard. Like, the dude's got a voice for it like I've never seen before out of anybody. If that dude doesn't have a voice for videos, I don't know who does.
By the way, Norm, don't be afraid to buy yourself a truck.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, I'm kind of deciding here what to do next. You know, we need to get in the profitable category, which we're getting close. We're pretty much overall profitable. It's just a matter of...
Are you still running a lot of truck lines, or have you switched all over to train?
I haven't done any... this is a new save, yet again. Railroads Online. Introduction to Railroads Online. Railroads Online? What is that about? That's interesting. I've never heard that. Have I ever heard of that? Railroads Online. I don't know if I've ever heard of that before. You got my interest now. Let's see. Rail?
So, I was reading some of the reviews on the game.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's been out for a while. One of the reviews literally states, he goes, you know the game has got to be good when I'm 5 minutes into the game and the first thing I Google is real life rail yards. So that I can try to get it as realistically as I can.
Wait, what is this? Holy crap. I've never seen this before. I should look into it? Holy smokes. Whoa, dude. Wait, hold the phone. Wait. All right. This is interesting.
You know you're going to make me pull up your stream now so I can find out what's interesting.
Oh, man. I've never seen this. I love this, man. This is interesting to me.
You know what, folks? We will be right back because I didn't realize what time it is. So here's what we are going to do.
1st of October. Oh, wait, what is this out? What is this about? Let's see. Early access multiplayer railroad game. Up to 64 players in the lobby. Yeah, Ryan.
See when he
Railroad Online. I'd never seen this before. Whoa. Okay. Let me pull up my display capture.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my Discord is muted. I hope you all have a great night, great day, great evening. I might be back later tonight.
And that you have to pay for the FSL DLC? No.
Transport Fever.
No, it's free.
But as of right now, we are going to go and we are going to raid
in
Mr.
that you
Wheels.
have to pay for FSL DLC.
So if you are new,
you do not have to pay.
Hit that follow button.
You don't have to pay for the FSL DLC. It's free.
As we're running over. To see Mr.
So
Wheels.
Railroads Online, open world physics-based railroad simulation. Build and drive your own railroads, transport good, invest and upgrade your rolling stock and routes. Multiplayer and single player.
All right, everybody. Hope you all have a great day, great night, great evening, great whatever time it is for you.
Early access. Railroads Online.
Hopefully this is transferring you
Dream
guys because I can't even see
open
it.
world play. Exciting online multiplayer sessions with your friends. Create
My
your very own
computer's just
single
going
player
all berserk.
experience. Yes, you do have to register to get it. However, TC and me, we can give you a key. Big Daddy has a number of keys that he can give out for you to download it, where you don't have to register. You can download it. So I don't have those keys.
What's going on?
But definitely, you want to ask NBC or
hello, Twitch. Anybody home?
Yes, that's the keys that Big
here?
Daddy has. Absolutely. It looks like
Where's
JJ
the
is
Twitch?
raiding in with the party one. Thank you so much
There
for
we
the
go.
raid, sir.
Finally worked.
Have you? Never mind.